BC ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਕੈਰਲ ਜੇਮਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ BC ਬਜਟ 2018 ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਦੇ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ BC ਬਜਟ 2018 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਕੂਲ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਅਤੇ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਅਫੋਰਡੇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੁੱਖ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਖਾਸ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਜਲਦੀ ਹੀ ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰ BC ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਣਾਏ ਜਾਣਗੇ।
BC ਦੇ फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल कैरल जेम्स उन्होंने वालों सरी दे विच बजट के बारे बड़े विस्तार नाल गलबात की गई। गलबात करते हैं कैरल जेम्स उन्होंने। वेलकम टू द PTC कैरल।
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, and it's great to be in Surrey once again to be able to talk about British Columbia's strong economy.
You mentioned today regarding lots of people confused regarding speculation tax. I think today you cleared a lot.
I certainly hope so. I think there was a lot of misinformation out there, and I've clarified that 99% of British Columbians will not pay the speculation tax. It's only people who have a second or a third or a fourth home in the particular areas, and it's only very particular areas in British Columbia. If they don't rent it out, then they will pay the speculation tax. But if they rent it out 6 months of the year, then they're covered. They don't have to pay the speculation tax. So we want people to be able to rent their houses out. We want people to be able to live in British Columbia and the communities that they work in. This is about affordability for families, for workers, and that's really what we're driving at.
Coming to the affordability, BC government making a lot of efforts to bring the housing prices down. But on the other hand, they cancelled the loan program which was started by a Liberal government.
When we took a look at the loan program and we studied it over the fall, took a look at the loan program, it was very clear that very few people were using it. Really, when the changes happened to mortgage rules, when people needed a larger down payment, the numbers didn't work for most people. And so instead, we're taking those dollars and building affordable housing, helping with supply so that we can actually make sure that people have affordable housing.
Overall, how many housing going to be built in the future?
We're going to build 114,000 units. That'll be a range of housing, everything from families to seniors to individuals to people who are homeless. We'll do that in partnership with the private sector, with faith groups, with community groups, because government can't do that by themselves. We need to partner up with everyone because it's such a critical issue for our province.
I think in your speech you mentioned something regarding doctors. There are so many doctors came from India or some other countries. They are driving a cab or doing some odd jobs. Why not we bring those doctors to the board?
We certainly need to look at the credential process. I've talked to those individuals, people who have huge skills, who brought those skills to British Columbia and aren't able to practice because they can't get a residency or they can't get their skills looked at. So we need to continue to look at how we do a better job of helping people get the credentials they need in British Columbia. We're also looking at a team-based approach. So it's not simply doctors, it also will include nurses and nurse practitioners because we know often they can provide good quality care for individuals as well.
My last question, Carl. The fighting between Alberta government and BC government regarding pipeline is getting more worse and worse, but the gas price is getting more expensive. The BC people are really affecting from that gas, and they're going across the border to fill up the tanks. And even the tanks, the gas station in Surrey or in Vancouver, they are empty because the business going to cross the border.
When you take a look at gas prices, government doesn't control gas prices. It really, right now, the crisis we're facing is that a number of refineries went down for their annual maintenance all at the same time. So we have a supply issue here. Unfortunately, the pipeline wouldn't resolve that issue because the pipeline, in fact, is bitumen, raw bitumen. It's not a refined product, which you need for gas. So it wouldn't resolve this issue. But I think everybody has concerns about the kinds of pressures that it's putting on families and the kind of pressures it's putting on businesses as well.
ਇਸ ਹਨ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ ਕੈਰਲ ਜੇਮਸ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਹੀ ਵਿਸਤਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਬਜਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ, ਘਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਡਾਊਨ ਲਿਆਉਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰ ਹੋਰ ਬਣਾਏ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਉਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਕੈਮਰਾਮੈਨ ਫਾਹਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਮਰਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ, PTC ਨਿਊਜ਼, ਸਰੀ ਕਿਰਨ।